This is 7National News. Here are the headlines. Ruler of Dubai issues law number 5 of 2011. Abu Dhabi Department of Transport to develop pedestrian bikeway master plan. And heads of state join 1 million pilgrims at Vatican for beatification ceremony. And in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, has issued law number 5 of 2011, amending the Dubai Financial Support Fund law so that it can lend to non-government entities. According to a posting on the ruler's official website, Article 6 of Law number 24 of 2009 is substituted with new wording that stipulates that the fund will grant loans and credit facilities to government and non-government entities. Amendments also include issuing permits, bonds and any other financial instruments on behalf of the government. This covers Dubai and beyond in order to provide the necessary liquidity to finance projects, to ensure that government and non-government obligations towards the others are met, as well as invest into commercial projects, to establish investment funds and manage commercial institutions and independent companies, or those in partnership. The Abu Dhabi Department of Transport has announced the start of a pedestrian bikeway master plan for increased transport options for the Emirate. The plan is said to take up to a year and will be completed by early 2012. And to start with, the authority will begin to gather all street and roads information in the capital. The plan aims to help visitors and residents to explore the Emirate as well as bring about environmental benefits. The authority is working closely with the Urban Planning Council as well as the Department of Municipal Affairs to ensure the final master plan covers safety, convenience and ease for pedestrians and cyclists. The pedestrian and bikeway master plan will include new policies, programs and awareness campaigns. The General Civil Aviation Authority has announced the launch of a laboratory for flight data, cockpit voice recorders and black boxes in Abu Dhabi. According to officials, the laboratory will prove to be an essential tool for air accident and incident investigations, as well as the analysis of air safety issues that will improve overall aviation safety in the UAE. Ismail Abdel Wahed, the Executive Director of Aviation Investigation, said that systems for the laboratory that will run in June of this year will provide real-time flight animation, as well as the analysis of audio recordings, radio communications, and any sounds generated from aircrafts. New lending regulations have been put into force today that limit personal loans to 20 times an individual's salary and restricts the amount of fees generated through financial products. Processing fees of loans are cut at 1% of a loan payments are capped at half gross salary, and credit cards are withheld from those who earn under 60,000 dirhams a year. Officials are hoping that the new laws will help strengthen the banking sector by limiting banks' credit exposure and the risk of bad loans. Some analysts say this could hurt lenders in the short term, but lenders are not expecting a hit. And keeping in line with the UAE's current reforms towards a stronger economy, a gathering at the Dubai International Academic City revealed the importance of a knowledge-based economy for the country's progress. The Dubai International Academic City today held the opening session of a conference and exhibition on globalizing higher education in the Middle East and Africa. Academic City, a member of TCOM Investments, is an educational cluster within Knowledge Village, the world's only free zone fully dedicated to international education. Experts discussed the importance of grooming the region's talent pool and how educational institutions and graduates must be thoroughly prepared for the workplace, both regionally and abroad. The case of the UAE's cross-border transnationalization model of higher education was analysed to determine the need for investing in intellectual capital for the region's economic development.
We are looking into transnationalization, where we have to focus on the internationalization of higher education when it comes to universities, having a branch set up here in Dubai, also having transnational students, where the students coming from abroad or within this region coming to Dubai and enrolling in the programs offered by these branch campuses, international branch campuses.
For all students these days, there's a real need to be connected into a global environment. And so So any opportunity that we can place in their way to help them to develop really a global view of their discipline area is wonderful and really important for them. And we'll see that developing as a result of this conference, I think, to a next level in the UAE.
Other relevant implications for the MENA region were student mobility trends, university governance, private sector investment and research strategies aimed to create world-class universities.
We've got 150 university leaders that have come here today, and our opportunity is to really try and bring about real change and to help foster world-class quality in universities across this region.
And keeping in line with the topic of education, the annual Global Education Supplies and Solutions exhibition will commence in Dubai on Tuesday. In line with this year's event, GESS officials conducted a survey that involved 250 teachers across the GCC. The survey revealed a significant lack in health and physical awareness, as well as programs in schools. In the UAE, both the public and private sectors have been actively campaigning for a more active lifestyle in recent years, and educational institutions say they are already seeing results. Khadija Salih has this report.
Fitness equipment lined up along a corridor is not a typical sight in educational institutions. However, neither is a 12-year-old boy exercising on a bicycle in between classes. Majid Obaid is just one of the many students who enjoys engaging in fitness, sports and other recreational activities during break time.
They have that chance during their physical education classes and also during the break. We have 2 breaks. When students finishing the class and start the break, they go everywhere to play maybe chess, table tennis, or they go to the other equipments we have to do some other exercises.
Since Al Mahad Al Din School for Boys took it upon themselves to promote health and fitness among its students, this has become the norm. In addition, the school also runs a diet program involving 19 students, including 17-year-old Ismail Mohammed.
I actually was about 96 kilograms, and now I am 80 kilograms. I have lost about 16 kilograms. All that our school helped us to go on the right side and to go on a healthy program to lose weight.
School officials say the secret to their success lies in taking a step farther than the school grounds.
We are doing even home visiting. We are calling the parents also, and we are sending for them, letters for the family. I serve for them, for especially these students, what diet they are taking. So in the school and also at home also, they are doing the same thing.
Though these efforts have proven effective so far, the upcoming Global Education Supplies and Solutions exhibition hope to help countries in the region improve on health and fitness programs to continue encouraging children.
We run our show very much in conjunction with the Ministry of Education. So together we're sort of bringing together all the hot topics and the key topics like healthy living and physical education in schools. So at the moment we're developing that part of the program, and it will definitely be something featured next year in the show. But for this year we've brought in international companies to showcase what they can do and how they can help schools improve their physical education programs.
With an increasing number of lifestyle diseases threatening the future generation, school officials say it is essential to move up on measures that will engage the youth to live better. Khadija Salih, 7National News.
And looking abroad now, heads of state and members of royal families from across the globe joined 1 million people at the Vatican today to participate in the beatification of Pope John Paul II. Some 16 heads of state and 5 members of royal families are expected to attend the ceremony. Streams of people packed into streets around the Vatican area to get a good spot for the Mass, where Pope Benedict will move his predecessor a step closer to sainthood. The crowd of people, some carrying national flags and singing songs, is the largest seen in the capital since millions turned out for the funeral of Pope John Paul 6 years ago. At the Mass, Pope Benedict will pronounce a Latin formula proclaiming one of the most popular popes in history. Pope John Paul's coffin was exhumed on Friday, April the 29th from the crypts below St. Peter's Basilica and will be placed in front of the main altar. After Sunday's beatification Mass, it will remain there and the Basilica will remain open until all visitors who want to view it have done so. China launched a ban on smoking in indoor public venues today. Beijing signed the World Health Organization Framework Convention on Tobacco Control 5 years ago and promised to enforce a complete ban on smoking in all enclosed public places and workplaces by January the 9th of this year. Starting today, businesses are now required to display prominent no smoking signs, ban vending machines which sell cigarettes, and ensure that designated outdoor smoking zones do not affect pedestrian traffic. China has around 300 million smokers who consume a third of the world's cigarettes. Chinese men represent 1 in 3 smokers in the world, with nearly 60% of men in China smoking, puffing an average of 15 cigarettes per day. An estimated 3.5 million people are expected to die from smoking or related diseases in 2030, accounting for 25% of all deaths in China. And up next, we have the day's business news, so stay with us.